All right, so we're doing verbal expressions. It is what your IXLs that you've been kind of working on and starting to work on are about. So when we're looking at this, the very first thing is some vocab. So it says algebraic expression. That's going to be an expression with numbers and variables. So that's like letters, right? They have numbers and variables. It must include at least one operation, whether it's addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay? Within an expression, there are things called terms. They are separated by addition or subtraction. Those are your options. Addition or subtraction. Okay? A variable term is a term that includes variables. A constant term is a term that includes no variables. I know, I'm fancy. Ready? Okay? So if you're looking at these words up here, this whole thing is called an expression. What would you call 2x and 4? Terms. What would you call 2x? A variable term. What do you call 4? The constant. Okay, now we're going to take a moment and Miss Davies is going to pause it and we are going to look at the next part and we are going to brainstorm on our own or in our group about these 4 words and what we might see. So Miss Davies, pause the video. Okay, so welcome back. We should have this filled out. Now we are looking at addition. So one of the words we put up top is sum. So it says the sum of 8 and a number. The sum of 8 and a number. So that would be written as x plus 8 or 8 plus x. For this one, it doesn't really matter. But in the second one, it says a number increased by 7. That's going to be a number plus 7. 5 more than x is actually going to be x plus 5. Okay, so see, look at right here. It says keywords, more than, the first number added to the second. Switch the order of the terms. For less than, it says the first number subtracted from the second. So I'm going to zoom this in a little bit more. And we're going to look at the difference between a number and 4 will be x minus 4. 5 less than a number is going to be n minus 5. 6 minus a number is 6 minus n. And then we're going to look at the second page of notes. Okay? So on the second page, we have x decreased by 7. X decreased by 7. So for the next one, it says the expression less than and less do not represent the same algebraic expression. 2 less than a number is that number minus 2, whereas 2 less a number is 2 minus that number. So what's a way that you can think of that would help you with remembering this? What's a way that you could put this to help you remember this? Less than terms or more than switch places. Okay, and I'm going to put more up here. Less or more than terms switch places. Less or more than terms switch places. So now we are going to look at multiplication. So it says the product of 4 and a number. So if you want to put the multiplication sign in there, you can, or you can just put 4x. 1/3 of y. So that's the fraction 1/3, and it's being times by y. Double a number. 2n or 2x. Twice the age of Sally. So I'm taking 2 and I'm multiplying it by Sally's age. Twice as many points as Bob. However many points Bob has, I'm going to multiply it by 2. So again, you could put the multiplication sign in here, or you can totally just leave it as the number next to the letter. Either way will mean the same thing. Okay? So for the next one, it says the quotient of a number and 8. So this could be written as n over 8 as a fraction, or you could write that as n divided by 8. Either one will work. A number divided by 10. N over 10. The ratio of a number to 15. Letter over 15. 16 divided by 8. 16 divided by 8. Okay? Now for the bottom. You're going to use those words so that we can write the expression. So if it says 8 plus n, if you need to, look back at your addition part. We could put 8 increased by a number. We could put 8 increased by a number. We could do a number divided by 3. The product of 5 and a number. 9 decreased by a number. Okay, all I did was use those pieces from the parts of the packet that we've already done to get those answers. Okay, and again, that should be your IXL, that V1 that you've been working on and rocking.